seems like the system is working, and I don't see them rolling over and losing 0-2.
Well, perhaps they will. Perhaps they will not. We will keep our eyes open and wide here as we look at the screen for G2 versus Mousesports. We're going to go ahead and kick it over to our commentators.
Party, but you know, there's only going to be one winner at the end of it, so it's going to get rough no matter what. I can't wait for this game. I think this is going to be a truly fiery game, so let's get ready for it. Ooh, and starting off with Woxic, taking down Kenny. Before we could even introduce the teams, Mousesports and G2.
Well, here we go up catwalk. Just 4 players remaining. 1 smoke, 1 flashbang on Amanek. Waiting, though, and actually now readdressing. Giving the impression they're going to go up catwalk. They're going back towards the B bomb site. This must be quick, and Rops has already got a headshot. He's got 2. He's already shut it down. Chris J can delay. He can be patient. He's got 20 HP, and he gets a headshot as well. Somehow it's all working out for Mousesports. Amanek 1 versus 3. He wants to take this fight. He wants to thin it out just a bit, but the plant is pretty valuable even if you lose.
Yeah, but he's delayed it long enough that he can't even really get the plant. Does he wanted the P250 back? I'm not. Oh no! He sort of halfway crossed the street, didn't he? And the lorry came by.
The E didn't work.
Well, that's how it starts. And that's a good sign. Now, I mean, this is a good, clean shot from Woxic. I loved Robs up in this window. This is a just chest out playing, saying, you know what? Come at me.
It's important that he gets... In this year, they started it out by doing a lot of cool things and winning. And KennyS gets a pick down mid.
Kenny absolutely ready in case, well, he was ready. Robs now might actually beat him to it. Yep, comes back for a kill with the FAMAS. And it's lucky that Amanek is there to at least get a bit of revenge. They're creeping up long. The bomb's on the other side. It's very strange. They should be having a good timing here, and they will, but they lose Hunter. So they have the bomb site, but Amanek is miles away.
I think that's fine, though. There's no one who can really stop Amanek from getting out towards long. They're going to start peeking up mid right now. I guess Frozen has a chance. Chris J has a chance because Amanek is slowed down. That's actually huge. But Amanek passes. And Kerrigan's at least forced to be passive on catwalk. So still control, and they've got the smokes. They've still got 2 smokes.
Frozen is actually about to run into Amanek. This could be the most unlucky timing in the world. He sees him and he wins the fight. If Amanek goes down, there's 40 seconds for them to run all the way across. Knockout punch there on Kerrigan. And Chris probably, well, maybe a chance, 30 seconds. They're going to be even flashing there. He could try and throw the bomb across as well. They have smokes. They have everything. They don't need to risk it. He goes for the fight, and Amanek with a triple kill. Wow. If any sort of, you know, if any trifecta of strengths that they have would come into play in a single map, then, yeah, they're going to be hard to stop.
They have a lot of players as well. I think they have like 4 players in the top 10.
Hunter's been waiting in middle for a long time.
Yeah, 4-1 attack onto this B site, and Chris is going to get in the perfect position up on platform.
They're just lining it up. Falls away at the wrong time. That could end the round for them. Robs, he's going to have no chance, really. Immediate return. And now Chris coming back for more. It's a nice snipe away. And that might actually make a bit of a difference. He's waiting at the edge of the door. He wants to see if he could snipe another kill before they actually get in and put the bomb down. That smoke allowing for a decent-sized gap, I think. And 50 seconds. And they've really been slowed down, G2. Mousesports, a round that nearly was already gone for them, but now they have a chance to fight for it. Woxic is miles away, though. I don't know if they know for sure. Now they definitely do, but he's worried about a flank, I think.
Well, it's still going to be a tough retake. Great shot from Kenny. Great adjustment. And it was going to be tough with the man advantage, and now it's equalized. 2 flashbangs and a smoke to work with. I don't know if Mousesports is going to be able to pull this off.
Very, very tricky, isn't it? And now that Chris is gone, yeah, they have to back up. That double up is so valuable for them. They almost line up to get taken down. And Kerrigan on the run. G2, again, they have a beginning to this match where there are just so many things that are falling in line for them. I mean, some of it is aggressive, and that's obviously the game plan here. But the fact that Chris scopes away just at that time, I mean, you can't even plan that, can you?
No, because he might have even been lining up a double. They were trying to keep that hit a secret until the last possible moment, so they didn't use a flashbang. They didn't use any smokes to force him off the angle or pause. And like, oh, okay. Like, that can happen easily. That happened very quick. KennyS long. Oh, my Lord. He hit that so fast. Kerrigan even jumping behind the smoke. Kenny barely had the vision. That's beautiful.
Find out long, and if Woxic doesn't go down, they can double up on the bomb side and try and buy more time. But yeah, there's a lot of ifs in that whole defense. Woxic back with the AWP, and he's not quick enough with the flick. There's Jax instead with the AK-47, and now Frozen, and actually Nexer especially, turns into a lurker. He can just hide out here. Once they get that kill, no reason to go long.
And look at the way Nexer's just backing off. He's already anticipating the save. He's going to run in T-spawn. He'll meet up with Rops. Out in the open, Rops has to just straight up win this fight. It's not going to happen. That'll be frustrating. But that's the dream for the player in Nexa's position, that your team takes the bomb site that cleanly. It opens up about a million options of how you get to play these situations. Frozen, he goes down as well, and G2's just hitting everything.
How have they done this? How? We need to know. We need to send reporters, find out. What if they
reporters in the field?
Yeah, what's the regime? How did they get up in the morning? Have they done something special? You know, I guess yeah, why not? Take it all away. I guess in traditional sports, there's this concept of
player on the ramp. This is tough. If this ends up being a B hit, this is maybe the worst defense that Mousesports could have for it, because Kerrigan's at long, Woxic is pretty committed to long as well. They're very far away.
Well, he'll make it out, Robs. Still moving closer into the danger. Double smoke from middle. It's a fake.
They're biting. Frozen's transitioning. Woxic is in the open. Oh, they're going to peek right now. Woxic has nowhere to go. Frozen's down as well. Both of the players that got pulled out of position by the flank are now dead. They're now on the ground. Kerrigan's going to be able to hold long, but they just don't have to peek him. Kenny's going to do it anyways. He'll take a dink, but he'll take Kerrigan's face off. And you can't even go for the retake. Another round. Mousesports can't even fight for it.
This is actually mean, isn't it? Oh, how did he get through the window so quickly? Regardless, they've gone from playing, you mentioned this earlier, it's not like it's been really deeply complicated Counter-Strike, it's been very quick, hitting a lot of shots, and now they throw this in, where they say, you know what, now that you're really nervous and really confused and really don't feel well, we're going to start to throw in the fakes. We'll double smoke middle, after having smoked upper dark and, you know, thrown some grenades in there, and then, you know...
Nexa's got 16K. He's got 4 kills and 4 deaths.
Super rich.
Super rich. He actually can't get any richer. He needs to drop something. Is in CT spawn, so 4 players around this bomb site, but they can't really stop the access.
Kerrigan, if he loses this fight, and he will, now those 2 people down at long are actually trapped. And so as opposed to trying to defend, now they have to worry about getting shot in the back. It's a good kill, and it's a great follow-up. But oh no! It's a team kill. 5 seconds left, in fact, and they're going to go for the bomb plant, and no one there to stop them. A 3-on-3 Mousesports. Anything you can take right now. I know that they don't have any money, but again, you should fight for this. You might as well try and get 4 rounds in the first half, at least do something. Throws in a kill, and he gets traded. Now Robs gets 1 as well, and it's Kenny in a 1 versus 2. And they're both coming up from Catwalk at the moment. Actually, Robs, I think, down in CT spawn. A little bit of a peek. Kenny not seeing anyone. The Molotov, he's standing on top of it just to try and get the kill. Dropping low, and he misses the chance. And they're going to go for it. A little bit of time left still, so they will be able to pick up that 3rd round. It's real close, but I think they did it. Wow. Don't let us down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, ready to shoot down the middle. Oh, they stopped for a minute. That might be dangerous as well. And sitting inside of it, the damage is coming through. I can't believe they're still alive. And they're boosting inside of a hail of fire, and somehow they actually come on top.
Well, Mousesports definitely 100% knew that was going to happen. So yeah, the stop, the boost up to go for it.
Yeah, into the middle. Rob's playing just around the smoke, and now they're going to try and see if they can hit the B-bomb site. There's 3 people in here, but Hunter's already got a kill. Jack stomping on top of Woxic, and Robs dies as well. They actually attack a bomb site stacked with 3 people and still come out on top, in spite of being 4 versus 5. Again, how are they just this good in this first half? Everything is working out. Mousesports have surely got to be furious here, and at this 15th round, you obviously got to go for it.
No
Flashbang to set it up, and Frozen going to try and come through the smoke. He's tapping away and doing a good job. A lot of damage, but you need to do this quicker, and now he's alone. 1 versus 3. 12-3 at the end of the half in favor of an absolutely ridiculous G2. All right, listen, we're going to get back into the game here, right? 16th round, second half, a rush towards the B-bomb site. They're stepping on a grenade that does a lot of damage, but they get the opening, Mousesports. Now they just need to take care of Amanek, and they will in a really good fashion there. 5 versus 3. There's no way they can lose this round.
They have 2 more smokes as well. They can just re-smoke these double doors for days. There's never going to be a retake. I think at a certain point, G2's just going to say, oh, okay, we'll just back off. Chris J is alone in tunnels to watch this flank. He's got the first, and that definitely seals it. Now there's not even a point to go for this. KennyS with 1 kill. Ooh, he's going to add a 2nd on top of it. They do have a kit on Nexa. I just don't see the access.
No, and I think Nexa was already falling back, sort of calling it off. So those couple of kills at the end there, they're great fun. But again, there's just so much time already on that bomb. So Nexa, yeah, stepping in through the window, trying to snipe away. It will be Mousesports to pick it up. slowed down. I mean, they're not going to continue with the aggression, I guess.
Yeah, they're happy with the control they have on Catwalk. That's a good pick onto KennyS. He was looking for it. Woxic, I mean, talk about Opera's been playing well lately. Woxic has been stellar. So that thins out the defense. That leaves Amanek on a huge island. He's got no utility, just hiding in that B bomb site. Hunter's gonna have a huge job to do, unless Jax can make it back. But Jax and Nexa are focused on long, so it is indeed all gonna be on Hunter. Molotov and Flashbang.
They can't even throw anything for him. Hunter, he's got no grenades. This is just it. Lining up nearly for a double kill, but he only gets one of them. KennyS taking a peek at long, which can be very dangerous, but the bomb is being brought up, and Robs is holding middle, Frozen is holding long. They've got a good stranglehold on this bomb side, at least for a while. Maybe that kill on Frozen could change things. Now, that at least inspires Nexa and Jax to go back and try and see if they can reclaim the bomb site. KennyS is up there and waiting. The grenade doesn't do much of anything. And they're back down again. Look at Robs, though. He's coming in from long with a flashbang and a Molotov, and even just the AK will do it. Tapping away long range, and he's got all the advantage. They'll steal it away. They take all the rifles, and now 7-12. Not a straight long rush, but slightly delayed with the flashbangs, and Jax is going to fall back immediately. Not really meant to stick around and fight. Kenny will take down Karrigan in the middle, and Kitty, oh, Woxic again winning that fight. He's been doing that at least 1 or 2 times before against Kenny down the middle. And that'll help out. Yeah,
well, Kenny just had his knife out. He was just trying to jump and get across. Some pressure put on towards long. Jax was being flashed away, so I'm not sure what the call is, but Kenny obviously didn't really assume that Woxic would still be there. He's actually holding this map. He split it in 2, and that's a bit crazy. Don't pull Nate out in that situation. Legged, and he's going to have to back away. That clears up the middle of the map for rotations. Amanek runs back to check B. Hunter's going to start getting aggressive up middle, but the real battle takes place at the bomb site. Big kill for Woxic there.
He's doing a lot of work at the moment. The Molotov into the corner, burning out Nexa. He has to challenge, and he gets a kill. They weren't expecting it. He waited a second longer than they thought. I think KennyS saw that boost happen the first time around, and that means there's a 1-on-3 here. Just trying to fall back, and Robs won't let him get away. 9 rounds now, 6 in a row to start off this half with.
Uh-oh. Letting some of this G2 utility dwindle. Let it be used.
If it's a B split this time, I don't know how they can stop it easily. Hunter and Amanek. The backup will be so far away with the round. Oh, and they take down Hunter. That's even worse, isn't it? He sees the shoulder peak coming out. Amanek inside of the bomb site. Now, backup is trying to get there, but it's Kenny running close to middle with an AWP, so he can't challenge the smoke. If he had anything else, maybe he could try and flash his way through, but not with the AWP. Amanek is alone. It's on him to pull a miracle, maybe even 2 or 3 of them. He's going to get the 1 kill, but not the second one. Robs is going to be there. Nexa in the middle, but again, the bomb is going to be going down. And do you really want to try and retake this with, 3-on-3 and a smoke? And now that Nexa's gone, Robs will follow up with a kill on Jax. Yeah, they don't even get close. Going to be 11-12 here.
G2's just having such tough time in these early engagements. They're finding everything. Woxic, another opening kill. He's 22-11. Not only was he splitting the map in half and preventing rotations earlier, but now he's opening up towards the B bomb site and leaving just 1 player isolated and alone. This is equally as brutal of a half. They don't have the money building up, but this is now 8 rounds straight in the second half for Mousesports.
Yeah, a study in T-sides for
Yeah, where's the defense at?
They've put all of the resources in. That it's just like when you build your Dungeons and Dragons character and you choose through the smoke in the middle. That's so bold. Karrigan continues. Nexa has almost got him in his crosshairs, and there's the shot. But that was Karrigan attempting to just infiltrate his way into a round win.
I think that might be the signal. There's 3 players at the B bomb site, though. Look at how quickly Mousesports is making this decision. That's Karrigan, the in-game leader, who went down, so immediately calling for them to readjust.
Yeah.
They're going to attack A. Kenny is playing long. As long as their flashbangs are on point here, Kenny shouldn't be able to do a single thing. Rops dropping into, KennyS Jake should be dropping into spawn. He got 2. He's got 2 quickly, and KennyS with a missed shot. The A bomb site is open for the taking, but they're going backwards. They're going to go right at Amanek. There's a chance here.
There is a chance. Woxic has got the bomb down in the middle. Amanek, 1 versus 4, almost out here. He takes 1 with the AWP. A missed chance for a return on Woxic, and now KrennyS is up at the bomb side, and they're bringing it back. Yep, they're getting back 1 more time. He almost could have caught the bomb. Oh, that's so close. If he would have found that shot, that could have brought them back, and it would have been a 2-on-2. Now instead, the bomb is going to be planted at Amanek and Kenny. How much do you trust this? How much do you want to go for it?
I feel like Mousesports has had the A bomb site for
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole round. Kenny sneaking in. Molotov will force him forward, it seems.
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, dear.
That is that is not what you want. He wanted off the slide, didn't he? And Amanek just pushed him.
Not even, you don't have to make the joke about, you know, getting off a slide. He wanted to out of the fire. It's like, please, for the love of God. I'm burning, man.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so 13 rounds now for Mousesports. Even with the craziness of, you know, KennyS getting 2 kills in the drop down to CT spawn and not going into the free bomb site, still pull it out in the end.
Oh, actually, Amanek beating the smoke. He's moving forward. Robs is thinking about it. That's some heads-up play out of Robs, and he's going to headshot him. Very, very smart. And now they can do whatever they want. They've got so much time to think about it still.
Yeah, and again, Frozen just in the long cave as well, just hitting the pause button. He can backstab whenever he chooses, but because they have access to the bomb site so easily, he doesn't have to move. Now, the question is, does anyone actually challenge and swing wide on long? One person does, and Kenny devours KennyS. Jax with a peek up. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything done. Nexa gets another kill. They have to go for this retake. They have a man advantage,
yes.
A rare man advantage for G2, so they must make this work.
And Frozen, who has the only grenades left on Mousesports, is really, really far away. So if he gets Nexa, he could maybe run and try and hero at the end. But this will be a really tricky hold for Mousesports. No, Frozen kills himself in the middle. Nexa gets a free one. Woxic with the ult takes one and actually legs Kenny. And now they're so low on health. This 2-on-2 doesn't seem fair at all. It's going to be the one kill from Nexa. Could they actually finally do it? The grenade won't touch him that much. He gets another one quick. Oh, he can't escape. And Kenny will make it around the corner. He does not have the kit. Oh, and he has to run another round. 14 in the bag. I don't know if the kid would have even made the difference.
And he goes down.
Dies at the end. I can't even. The energy dump if you lose this match now, whatever team does it, or at least the map here, it's gonna feel so frustrating. Jack's actually trying to fly all the way out of the world. Just wanted to escape terminal velocity.
I would as well after losing this many rounds in a row. I'd be like, get me out too.
Yeah, get the spacesuit on and just try and jump.
For the love of God.
Oh, Kenny out long. Takes a kill. Did they want to challenge it? He almost was actually...
They're stuck. They're stuck between Cat and Long. There's nowhere to really go. Look at all 4 of them just kind of disappearing down the ramp. They have to either stand their ground or get the hell out of there. Woxic looking for any more indication, but oh, he misses a shot, a rare miss, and they find him at the end. It's a 2-on-4. The flashbang's perfect, and I think G2's got their first round. 1-on-2 for KennyS. And goddamn, has he had some beautiful clutches recently. Tapping away, trying to find one more, but the bomb will get planted.
Yes, it will. Now, the question is, will he let them have even a single round here? Or is he going to try and steal it all away from them? He's not got that much health. I mean, he's already been dinked up a little bit, but he's got the AK-47. Oh, and he can't get it done. Nexa will get the shot with the UMP. And G2, their first round, picked up on the CT side. Amanek and Hunter inside of the B bomb site, so no longer the 3-man stack over at B. Out at long, they run 3 people down there to be ready, but they give it up as soon as they don't feel any of the flashbangs come out. So, ooh, Kerrigan, he tried this earlier and he got caught. He's going to get caught again. That is a very cool idea. He must have had some sort of read. Either it's a play in general or he's been studying G2 to...
Flashbangs so far in this half have been good. Mousesports has not been punished trying to take the A bomb site, and KennyS isn't even going to do it. He's worried about them dropping down, so back towards long. The flick down misses its mark. Nexa, the Tracers give away his position, and Kenny misses again. What a bait from Rops! 3 quick kills, and he's going to have Mousesports with another round. Surely Hunter and Amanek, there's no money to go for this.
I can't believe Robs just kept fighting long. I felt like, you know, after that first one even, just maybe leave it alone, but he just kept finding them.
It's because there's a time limit. When that smoke and spawn is going to clear, you're screwed. Like, you have to make some kind of an impact before that line of sight opens up. What a brutal attack from Rops. He does go down in the end, and I think Hunter was trying to get a little clever with maybe a late defuse attempt, but...
I mean, I don't blame him. Something's got to work out now. You have 1 round, and it was off of, you know, freaky deagle shots and a UMP, and again, a nearly a lost round there. Amanek hiding inside with the AWP, he'll be able to save that, so...
And also stacked against you isn't just, you know, your own arsenal, but it's also the knowledge that you've only put 1 round on the board in defense, and Kenny's, oh, Jesus.
He wanted to beat him again. I don't blame them. Think about how often Kenny would win one of these fights. You know, at any point during this half, surely one of them goes his way. And it's completely backfired. They just, you know, they used all that energy in the first half, and whatever is left, it's not enough. It seems like it.
I hope that's not the case. They got another map coming.
Well, it's going to be a hard reset here.
Well, at least this time you have, if there is an attack at the A bomb, so you have Nexa, who's just ready to stand tall. He's at the railing, so previously Mousesports hasn't encountered resistance. This might catch him off guard.
Well, here they go. Another attack on the A bomb site. The Molotov to force them out. Jack's low on health as well, and he'll go down. Nexa, the only one left to defend, and Robs will drop him, leaving Hunter and Amanek 2 versus 4. I can't believe what we're seeing here in Katowice. Way out of control. Mousesports should have been losing half an hour ago, and somehow they're back. They've run it back, only giving up a single round. G2 thought that they had built the dam high enough, but the Mousesports river comes crashing through and wipes out the entire village. 16-13. What a comeback.
And that was Inferno.
Maniac, say it in French what you'd say right now to hype him up.
Bon les gars, c'est le moment de faire la différence. Vous avez prouvé que vous savez jouer à CS. Maintenant il faut rebondir, mais je sais que vous pouvez le faire.
3 here, Katowice. We're not even getting any time to intro anything. They're running through the fire. They want to fight at the B bomb site, and they get the fight, and they absolutely shut down on approach to the bomb site. Now they're slowed down. More rotations are coming in. 3 men already defending. Amanek back here, and he's going to get a bullet to the face. The boost actually getting caught as well. Karrigan somehow finding a way back into the round. They should have lost it already. That was looking dreadful in the middle of that rush, but now maybe they could do it.
Yeah, well, now that everything's slowed down, there's no more smokes for G2 to block this off, and Rops, he's going to tap the bomb. He's trying to lure him out into the open. Karrigan spots one back in CT spawn. Rops is lucky he wasn't punished for that shoulder being exposed, and he's the only one fighting, and he's got the bomb, he's got the kill. KennyS is up next. I don't know if he's going to try and stop this. 1 minute left. He wants to spam through, and the damage is not nearly enough, but Karrigan's out in the open.
He actually jumps back through the smoke. That was a smoke put up by the CT side, and they're kind of using it. Kenny lands another headshot, but escaping around the corner. Robs, he barely clears it. Otherwise, he would have been shot in the back, and the round would have been won already. He has a kit, and he's going to hold on it. He's just going to sit it through. 1 more second. Robs delays, and G2 win the pistol round here, starting off Inferno. Ice cold by Kenny.
That's pretty tough. I mean, that could have been a very much simpler situation in a 5-on-3. But the initial defense is great. Molotov to slow things down, do some extra damage. Couple players blind with a flashbang. Everything was just fine for G2 in the end.
Rob's jumping up, and there's a lot of people on the other side of those paper-thin walls. So let's see what happens. Kenny, oh, he had the right aim there, Robs, but Kenny was so quick on the trigger.
That's an AK-47 they can salvage. They can pick up off the ground. Double peek towards Banana. Chris J's lucky to be alive. And, isolated because of the Molotov. Again, the flames over at the B bomb site are just perfect. Frozen and Woxic cannot help out Karrigan.
It's good news that that grenade actually went down next to the orange box and not on top of it. Amanek would have probably been taking much more than just a little bit of damage there. Well, they're shifting back towards middle. Good setup here with Jax inside of the pit. He's got a smoke and a mod on an HE. He could probably buy a little bit of time if he wants to. Still 45 seconds on the clock. This defense is looking pretty good for G2 here, in spite of, you know, a bit of damage early on and maybe a little bit of shuffling around up in the apartments. They should be able to hold this without too much trouble.
Well, a lot of smoke in their face. Jack's trying to peer up over top of it, waiting for his moment. KennyS inside the site. He's going to have to stay alive. Jax still biding his time. Kenny's got the first kill. That's huge. That allows Jax to get put into play, and Kenny can just try and stay alive. He can delay things. Hunter falls, and Frozen now with the double. Kenny, it's all on you, and Frozen with 3 kills. Somehow this is turned completely on its head. Bomb being planted at 2-on-2, and G2 has such a disadvantage. They don't know where anyone is.
We didn't get to call Frozen's name nearly enough, but he's giving us a chance here. Long range, and he cans a 3rd kill. I can't believe it. They, again, should not be anywhere close to it. Amanek could he save them? He's got the UMP, and he's coming in from those apartments. He's got a little bit of an element of surprise. They know that he was at B early on, so they probably not expecting him to be this far up already, but any kind of a jump down, that's going to make noise. Now they definitely know Woxic, he's got the right idea. A little bit of a pre-fire, and they win it. What was that, 2 versus 4 or 5?
Yeah.
They turn it. They'll take the grenade damage and actually just walk through the smoke. Okay, fair play. They keep pushing. There's no delay on this. He's not ready for it inside. That UMP, the Molotov just goes down. But that's the B defense wiped out. Man, that was so snappy, wasn't it?
Oh, that's going to be so frustrating if you're Amanek.
Look at Robs. He's holding this second mid into middle. Could have probably lined up at least 1 kill, but now they have a really good shot. There is still a Molotov and a smoke lift on Chris and Woxic here, so they could buy some time. That's going to be one of them. Frozen peeks into Nexa and luckily wins that fight. Otherwise, I think the retake would have been on 100%.
Chris can throw a flash. Chris can throw a flash for Woxic. Woxic, is he going to peek with it? This one flash coming out could be huge. Here it comes. Woxic turns. He turns the corner. They're dodging it, but it looks like they want to save. Now they're going to be forced to go for it. There should be a kit somewhere in the site.
That bomb is already quite low on time. They need to go quick here. Frozen seems to have come alive since Dust 2, where he wasn't doing nearly as much as now. And yeah, they have to back on out. Kenny and Jax just on the run. What a chaotic round.
Yeah, here's me going back to my PR job of turning a negative into a positive, is at least all 5 players from Mousesports go down. At least you're forcing them to rebuy into the economy, but they do have just so much money. This is why I was just sitting there like, I can't believe these guys are just nonchalantly walking through that smoke like it's no big deal, and then they pick up the pace. That is so sick. What a nasty timing.
Now, is it actually going to work? Kerrigan goes down to Kenny, so that's, I mean, that's a good start for the defense, but they still might not have enough. I mean, Nexa is kind of close by Arch, but if they don't actually defend the bomb site, it's not going to be close enough. They'll still get the bomb plant down very, very quickly. And look how close Mousesports are allowed to get. They're all the way at the Haycart. They're peering into the bomb site, and nobody knows yet. The flashbang setting it up, and Chris, he couldn't see a single thing there. Jackson Hunter still fall to Robson. Again, in spite of everything, in spite of the early kill, they have all of the advantage here. The bomb is about to go down, looking over the box with that AK-47. And he's lucky to be alive, Nexa. That could have been the end of him. Now, Frozen and Woxic are standing. Oh! He takes him down over the barrel. Does he peek it? He does! Dropping Kenny! And nearly the follow-up. He could have had all 3. Frozen, can he save them? Can he get that 6th round? Amanek doesn't know, and he's going to save it for the French instead. A 2nd round on the board, but what a godlike play from Woxic.
That is so dirty that he's able to do that, and you can see even Coach is just tapping KennyS on the shoulder and saying, shake it off, don't worry about it. That is some impressive quick shooting, and you could feel him building. I thought he was going to get that 3rd. It's just so impressive for Mousesports. Chris J.
That's a team flash, right?
Yeah, Chris J has a 1 round, and it's incredible that he's leading in. If he's not flying there, he wins straight up.
I think the shot went right under his arm. I think you even see like the spark of it there, like on that replay. There's some cool grenades coming over to actually blow up the balcony. And Chris continues, probably thinking they would have relocated or were in the midst of relocating. Smoke towards Arch, or a little pit there. Nexa, excellent position. Kerrigan completely caught walking through that. And now the defense looks to be functioning a little bit better. Frozen will get at least 1 kill there and trying to run through, but yeah, there was a gap. And Kenny will take full advantage. Woxic, 1 versus 4, and he's got to start somewhere. Might as well go for it there. Nice triple for Kenny.
Done dealing with it all.
Oh, they have very little to work with. No Molotovs. Are they going to be flashbangs? They're going to be running right now. Amanek, smoked off. Can't really do a lot. Oh, he actually will and sneak through the smoke to take down Frozen. That's, again, a phenomenal defense with a big chance there that they immediately lose the site. I'm very impressed with Amanek pushing through that smoke. That is so well done.
Rops needs to make something happen. I think they're going to try and turn this into a fake, but if he doesn't get any kills, which he has not, it won't work. He needed him to take out Nexa to at least keep such big rotations at the B bomb site. Jax is going to be here. Hunter's going to be involved as well. And Jax hears the footsteps in halls. It's Woxic coming up mid, but actually Jax is looking at the direction. That's an easy entry. Into the bomb site we go. Chris J is in pit. He's gotten there relative safety, but now he's got to escape. KennyS stops the bomb, and Hunter stops Chris.
No, actually, they did put out all the flashbangs. I guess the Molotov just kind of canceled that attempt to take. Kenny will take down Chris. That's, again, a good opening for Kenny with that AWP. It's so valuable. Having those, like, what is that, 3 or 4 rounds where Kenny is the one to find an opening? Out of the 15 you're going to play in this first half, that's magnificent. I think it's 4.
Yeah, KennyS is 4-0 in opening duels.
Incredibly well done. He's also top of the scoreboard with 14 and 5.
It's quite nice. Kerrigan's going to find an opening into the B bomb site, but Nexa and KennyS playing passively on retake. 4-on-4. Nexa, there's an off angle for you, but now the utility comes in. You missed your chance. You're blind, but KennyS bails you out. He's delivering on all fronts, and actually he's even blocking Nexa, saying, keep fighting. I'll be here for you.
And now that smoke is gone, so they had to sort of get more done while that smoke is still up. Robs is all the way back out here. I guess he's just trying to throw a little bit of a grenade in there, smoking it to try and block that AWP. Now, is Kenny going to be sneaky enough to try and get a blind shot through? He certainly... Oh, and he will! On Kerrigan, the smoke did nothing at all. That is so dirty. Now it's Frozen and Robs, 2 versus 3, and a quick headshot. You've got to give him that. Frozen has been playing pretty good this game as well. The Molotov to try and buy even more time, but that's a flashbang going over construction. Frozen drops, now Robs in a 1 versus 1, and Kenny, he tries to shoulder peek it out. Kenny on the other side, and it's a quad kill to save G2 and get that 9th round on the board. Man, this is Kenny's map right now, 17 and 5.
And Kenny, just as you mentioned, his map. This is him delivering.
Oh, this is the opening that we didn't see. Chris trying to cross that bridge.
Playing very well. Shot through the smoke as well. And I mean, think of it this way too. Woxic was the dominant force for Mousesports on Dust 2.
They've had half the rounds that they've lost here in the 8-round streak have been bomb plants, so that's actually a lot of money to work with. Jack's nearly lining up for a double. He's done plenty for Hunter to follow up where he left off, and the spray, oh, he transfers it over. That's a triple kill right there, and Rob's now in a 1 versus 3, and he's about to be flanked. Next coming in, 10-5 in the first half in favor of G2. Oh my.
All 5 towards B bomb site. It's only
Robs is alone. Yeah, USP against everybody. Flashbang to make it even more tricky, and that was too much for Robs to handle. It's hard to blame the guy. They're not even really going for it. They're just jumping up in apartments and saying, you know what, that's it. Robs, you let the team down.
I think this is just a full-blown gamble from Mousesports. They're just running off.
Well,
because here's, well, you know,
there's a case to be made that pistol rounds are kind of like that sometimes.
They're kind of a roll of the dice.
So, again, he actually, so they had 1 flashbang to clear the first corner going into Banana. Yeah, you're right. Scout actually looked like if he could have stuck around, maybe that could have been something. The Mac-10, close range, don't even need the headshots.
Maybe it won't be a problem. Control of mid, complete control of A halls.
Hiding inside of the smoke again, that's become such a popular trick, but Jax just wasn't expecting it. And I can't really even blame him. That's such a strange position to be hiding inside of a smoke. Woxic is very close with a scout, and that makes me really nervous. Yeah, they're going to be so close no matter what, and you kind of want to hit headshots here. I mean, just body tagging someone, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. The help of Robs still get the kill right there. He's set up for another one. Robs has gone down, and yeah, that's the end of Woxic. So, still, cool attempt, and they get a couple of kills. Kerrigan and Frozen are running towards the site, and a good grenade being lobbed over. They have another one, could maybe set it up. Gonna maybe, he's just trying to see if he can triangulate that well enough. It does land a defeat of Nexa, but they still should not get that opportunity to snipe away with these deagles. And now they have a UMP, so now you maybe definitely want to save that for the next round.
Yeah, you can pass the deagle over. You still have head armor, you still have a kit, and that can turn around. That can make that second round even stronger than a lost pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, they're
longer, you can start using some delay tactics, but the lack of flashbangs is really going to hurt. Lack of nades. Good shot from Woxic.
Taking out Kenny, fight that. He's been wanting to win on this map for a little while, so yeah, that probably feels quite good. He could actually get this corner, and yeah, if he could stay in this position, he's sneaking all the way through, and Jax had that set up. I actually thought that was going to get way scarier, because I thought maybe Amanek was going to walk into the shot, because he already thought, you know, some part of the mid had been cleared out, or at least was slightly under control. But that brings it back 4-on-4. Robs and Chris with a crossfire between A and Pit over on that side, and Frozen and Kerrigan. So when you have this 4-on-4 and you choose to go 2A, 2B, that can be very, very hard to defend. A lot of teams will say we'll go 1B and 3A just to give ourselves a chance, but we'll see.
Well, here comes all that last final utility for the delay tactics. They did hold on to it long enough. That Molotov burning in lane. This is going to be brutal. 15 seconds on the clock. Jax.
Oh, God.
This is a long time they're delaying. 12 seconds. They have to go right now. This better work, and it better work perfectly. Robs is so blind, and the flashbang. I said it needed to be perfect. It was. Bomb being planted out, and Chris can't stop it. He's got to stay alive as long as possible, but Nexa has that as well.
We nearly got him killed. At least it would be a 2-on-2. No more grenades left finally on the G2 side, but they actually left that to the last second. Kerrigan with a M4A1 slowly tapping away. He's going to have to reload soon. He's waiting for that peek, and Nexus just infinitely patient inside of that pit. Now they're going to try and see if they can run on there inside of the bomb side as well. The last T player waiting, it's Amanek, and they actually make the round work. It doesn't get much closer than that. They're doing right now. And G2 have the bomb dropped, so I mean, they can try and take middle, but they won't obviously be running all the way into the bomb site, and they run into huge defense there. Robs and Chris now coming out. Hunter, he wants another one. Rob's getting caught. Hunter, big double kill. He might finally go down as Karrigan charges onto the site. But can he get the next one, too? Indeed he can. Very accurate with that M4A1. Nexa gets downed, and another kill for Karrigan there. Just a huge defense. They almost lost that round. But now it's Amanek. Again, the bottom is all the way up in the apps.
That's fine. He heard the scope. He wants to definitely take this op away. I think he knows where Frozen is. Yeah, he's gonna hunt him down. There it is again. Maybe a knife kill coming in. Nah, back's against the wall. Don't do it. Just take the... I got a little bit nervous as Frozen spins around. So the game is up. 20 seconds left. One more kill would be great, but Woxic picks him off. Now, the nice thing about that, though, is he did take away the double op setup. He did take...
Throwing out some pretty cool strategies. On New, the variations could get so crazy. Nexa, a lot of damage early on from grenades. But they kind of fall back. I guess Woxic and Karrigan actually are sticking around.
They're going all 5.
Oh, wow.
Banana. Look at the nade stack. They just threw 5 nades. It didn't do anything. Flashbang through it as well. Karrigan is so blind. This could be it. This could be the knockout punch. Oh, they don't notice Karrigan at first. He's only able to get 1. It looked like he could have gotten so much more. And Frozen has to be aggressive. He's definitely pinned forward now by the flames. He does burn. And this should be the map for G2. This should take us to Nuke.
It is looking very likely. Next, they're pushed up by the trees and up there. Yes, that's the problem. They want to try and check for it, but they can't. Kenny with the final couple of kills, and it's 16-6. A very, very cool performance out of G2, in spite of having surely knocked all of the wind out of them on Dust 2.
With us at least with Anders and Moses, who will be delivering you the action via the commentary.
But Woxic is already starting to rotate below. Now, how does G2 exactly do this? They don't have any utility to block off the windows. That's a big fight to win for Kenny, and Nexa builds onto Karrigan as well. 2-man advantage for the G2 attack.
And, I mean, that just makes this bomb plant so much easier than having to worry about the flank that heavily. Nice little fake out there for Chris, just strafing back and forth and taking out Jax, but bomb is planted, and now it's a 2-on-4, and sure, yeah, they're going to double peek at either side with the Glocks. That's such an efficient way. Chris still getting a lot of kills in this round, but can it matter at the end? Frozen gets overwhelmed. If there is any gap in that smoke, could get dangerous. Yeah, ooh, there's the second smoke coming down. It's good that Amanek managed to just pause himself there. He would have run right into the shot. Close, just a guess through. And that allows a bunch of people to get down to the lower part of the map, while Kenny, they don't even think about it. That's a huge gap in the defense. As Frozen goes down, Woxic at least will get the 1 refrag there, and Chris will help out. A lot of trading. It looks like Mousesports, at least in the health department, have come up way ahead.
Well, Rops is starting to relocate to the lower bomb site as well. But this is a big play. Jax, this flank up towards Heaven can be so brutal, and he just heard footsteps of someone running away, so he might even just assume there's no one going to be up here. Turn the corner. Woxic can't stop him at the moment. Woxic not looking up, and that leaves Karrigan in the worst position possible. Upper bomb site. He has no idea getting into Heaven is even a possibility. The freest of kills. And now Jax, he's heard Woxic this whole time. He's heard the AWP scoping in.
Yeah. And how do you can't really get up there. Oh, he's trying to get out, but Jax absolutely aware. That's that information from earlier.
Yeah.
He had no doubt that someone was around there.
Equally, could have been some miscommunication about Heaven being open, so Karrigan was a free kill as well. That's 2 kills in the round that Mousesports takes that. 4-0, plenty of money as well for G2.
Ooh, Chris J running right through with the deagle. He just got flashed in there from Woxic. That's pretty impressive. He's picked up an AWP. They got to be really careful. Actually, he'll take down Amanek. And now up on the silo here, Hunter would love a return. He's seen him down, and he'll catch Chris at the very least. Makes a fall down and keeps on running, but he didn't realize that actually right at the edge is Rob's, and if he pushes through now, he might just win the fight. He will with a headshot. Back into a 2-on-3, so...
Okay. That took all bullets through the wall. Nexa needs to get a kill quick, but it's not going to happen.
Strangely, yes. I mean, you see his name brought up, and I thought that little piece that they were playing earlier about the other players commenting on Chris actually framed it really nicely. You sort of you hear the respect, I think, in their voices, right? Now, Chris has also had an interesting career because at the start of Go, not enough has been said about that.
Oof, good pick.
Woxic, yeah, he goes down to Kenny. That's a fight that's been going on across all 3 maps in the series. And jumping back into the grenade there.
Defense is going to be tough now. Frozen downstairs. Karrigan huddled up next to the vents. You still have Chris J up in the rafters. He's kind of peering towards Mini and towards Heaven. I think he's going to want to relocate to somewhere a bit more covered from one side. He's got Rops watching heaven as well, so this is okay for the moment. They can still go above Rops, so Chris J, attention is still divided.
Timing is everything. Robs, can he actually make this whole attack fall? He sees one, he transfers it. Hunter almost just walked into the shot. That's amazing. 3 versus 3 now. The bomb is down. Robs is just looking at it, and he sees the shadow as well. He knows that someone is still up there. He's thinking about when to actually hit this, but there's only 20 seconds. They might want to just wait now, Mousesports. Don't try and take the fight. He gets another headshot. Robs with the triple. That's so impressive. 10 seconds left now. Yeah, they can't even really get to it, can they? They had that. Shoot him through the wall. Can he go for it?
Yeah, you might as well go for the 1.6 spam. 4 seconds left. He's up, and yeah, Chris J has just pushed towards lobby.
He shot him on the T roof.
Although at least Chris J, he's rotated down the ladder, so he's not part of this defense anymore. Smoke up over at Squeaky Door, trying to disjoint the attack. Frozen gets one, and he's down. They're not clearing Kerrigan because they thought the fire would have done it, but still, he doesn't get a kill. Chris J's arrived and trades all across the board as we go. One-on-one, Amanek versus Woxic, and it's finished. That hit took way too long to come to fruition.
Those positions so that they could, come in from mini and do it, but yeah, I think Mousesports was so confused about the huge delay between everything. They were just like, why are they not showing up? Robs gets run down through the smoke. Just not enough production out of that M4. And Kerrigan just decided to try and pull the trigger. 4-on-4. Amanek actually hits the headshot on Frozen. Medium range with the MAC-10.
There's no head armor either, so
yeah,
it's an easy cleanup. Oh, this is going to be so tough. I actually think Mousesports might just want to think about saving this. They're all disjointed, coming from different angles. Chris J is going to come down vents. I guess he'd have to try and meet up with Woxic, who's smoked off, but you don't want to risk that AWP. Kerrigan's in ramp room. I don't think they can do it.
Especially Woxic trying to take one arm of this bomb site alone with the AWP. They're getting the kills, and Woxic actually lands that one. Now Nexa in the bomb site. Smoke goes up for the door. Actually, Nexa might enjoy that for a minute. He has a smoke of his own. I don't think he could really throw it easily. They come through, and Nexa will find a way to shut them down. A quad kill on him, and everyone's excited.
So that's, I think, where Kerrigan will be able to have the most impact. Now, certainly, yeah, there's information past that it's only one person outside. Kerrigan, off angle behind the smoke, but the FAMAS is not strong enough, does not have the stopping power. Neither does the UMP, but the MAC-10 does.
Yeah, somehow. They just, I don't know, they just weren't ready inside of that A-bomb site. I'm sure Chris would have been calling it out, saying, it's only one guy out here, don't panic about that. But that doesn't actually help Kerrigan. What is he supposed to do once they're all coming in mini? It's like, well, or through Squeak. Like, thanks, but I'm still alone.
It's been a trend throughout this map. I feel like both of these teams have been able to do very fast, aggressive plays pretty frequently.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's made it really exciting Counter-Strike. we haven't really had a lot of time to just, ponder the existence of Robs.
He's got a kit.
Yeah, he does, but no, he's not. I mean, he would have had to have thrown the Molotov and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would have had to have done that as we switched. He had, I don't know.
4 ramp room. Next to the lurk, a little bit of a fake for the upper bomb site. Rop sinking back onto the ramp. Here comes Jax to challenge. Not much of a challenge, and to the upper bomb site we go, but oh, this is going to be very difficult. Kerrigan should have a field day. 2 kills, he transfers it over nicely, spamming through, switches out to the AK-47. Woxic picks that one off. And Mousesports looking strong here against just a standard set piece. They have no issues. He had the advantage there for a moment. It's only the one player. It's only Rops that's downstairs for the moment. And G2 reassessing. They're going to hit upper. They want to go right at Frozen. They want to go right at Kerrigan. Woxic is here as well, and Chris J is going to be able to come through mini, although Amanek is lurking outside. So there's some danger. That's a big fight for Rops. There's the peek from door. All the kills going the way of G2.
Amanek, that's a big pickup. Kenny with 2 huge AWP shots. And Kerrigan down here. Still 40 seconds. They're coming from every angle. They're wrapping around left and right. Hunter will finally take him down. And 9 rounds on the board for G2 at the end of the half. So
it's a bit of utility utilized. They've gotten the P250 into position. Kenny doesn't want to mess with it. That's a good shot from Hunter, and an even better second one. That might just be the pistol round, and I almost thought he would shoot through the smoke. Kerrigan is going to lose his life as well. Hunter is a monster at the moment.
This is outrageous. He isn't even reloaded yet. He's going to go for it more. Finally get a chance to go for the reload. Jumping, and Kenny trying his best to save his teammate.
At least then it was obvious it was part of a plan to attack outside with his teammates in mini, and it almost backfired, but I agree with you. It's a very risky movement.
45 seconds.
Some more utility usage. Woxic looking for that peek from above, and he just missed the timing on it. KennyS going to go for more. He's lucky to be alive. 13 HP as he backs off. A lot of space in mini for Kerrigan to work with. 1 in sight, 2 in the rafters. There's the first one down. That's KennyS. Kerrigan now trying to cover his teammate, and KennyS is just going to provide all the entries.
They saw this weakness in the previous round. It's almost a repeat coming through. Nexa and Jax doing a bit, and Jax, he's going to swap out for the AK. Smoke goes up. There is not that much time left. 10 seconds. Oh, and he guesses it! The smoke. He thought he was safe there, frozen. And just like that, it's a one-on-one. Jax coming back. I think he may have thought it was going to be a wrap to the B bomb side or something like that, but now he definitely knows. And he's right in around the corner. Chris walks into it and still lands the headshot. A wonderful triple kill here for Chris J. They needed that very, very badly, but... And Kenny should be ready for it. He does miss a chance here. And they're just going to try and continue. He actually comes back for it up the stairs. I don't even know how mad you have to be to try and do that, but they are flanking left instead, trying to see if they can wrap the bomb side that way. Everyone knows they're here. They're now themselves getting flanked. Mousesports, they need to break through. They need to get onto this bomb side before it's too late, and that might have been right now.
No, they're going to go up the vent. They're going to find an escape route. I think there's one up in the rafters on top of the hut. That's the shotgun. Ominex got him. Headshot to Chris J, and the follow-up on Kerrigan. Mousesports found the route they needed to take, but there was a shotgun on the other side, and it's just Rops. 1 versus 4. Oh, and I don't think he can do anything.
Seems unlikely. Nexa kind of covering 2 angles. A little bit of a jump down from Kenny. He's looking that way, and that will be the end of the round. 13-7.
Wow, 1 round on this T side for Mousesports. Round number 4. The only round they're able to put on the board.
If Henry's able to read the future, he's got so much explaining to do about how his
about everything.
How his life is turning out. Chris goes down, and so does Frozen. It's Jax with 2 big kills, long range with the AUG. They wanted to really power through that, and I don't know, they just weren't expecting it. I don't think that's a position you can even easily flash. He's just so tucked into that corner.
I think at this point in the series, G2 is just so used to the style that Mousesports is bringing out. This like fast, aggressive, take a lot of control really early, and then see what you can do with it after that. And I think they're fine to just play gun out and take the kills. This would be huge if Woxic can complete that. They're right back in the round. Kenny has got his teammates, and now it's all on Woxic. And yeah, that smoke plume's a little bit late. Woxic's got a battle for everything. There's the nade right on his position. The easy cleanup as well. G2, 8 rounds. What they can do. Ominex is up here. Hunter is here. Nexa is in mini as well. Hunter getting burned out, but the other 2 players get their kills immediately. This is going to all be shut down. This should be the map. There's nowhere for Mousesports to go. 2 versus 3. Going to try and reassess towards ramp room, but they're going to be met by KennyS.
Put out that Molotov, just trying with the deal. It actually looked like it could have connected. Hunter will flank around to take down Frozen, and it leaves Robs 1 versus 2 to try and continue the series, and he can't. Hunter will drop him 16-7 as they take down Mousesports. It took all 3 maps, but a very strong performance out of G2. I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see them play next time around. That was impressive.
Yeah, if you are not excited about G2, if you're not impressed with how they play, it's time to get with it.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a